Moo. What on earth is that? Is that a piece of gold mooing like a cow? Moo. Yep. It's me, the golden calf. Moo. Everybody blames me for everything. Moo. I am the idol that the Jewish people served when Moshe was up on Har Sinai, back in Perek Lamed Bet, chapter 32 of the book of Shemot. Why would they serve you a golden moo? A golden cow or calf. Calf is a baby bull or baby cow. I am just a piece of gold, and those foolish people were bowing to me. And this is how the story unfolded. You see, Moshe Rabbeinu had gone up to the top of Mount Sinai to receive the Torah from Hashem. And Hashem was speaking to Moshe on the top of Mount Sinai in the cloud, giving him the Luchot, giving him those 10 commandments, the Luchot. And all of a sudden, the Jewish people were counting. It was supposed to be 40 days, but they saw that Moshe was not coming down, and the simple reason was because Moshe still was supposed to come up the next day. The people counted wrong. They counted from the day Moshe went up, but that wasn't the full day. They should have counted from the next full morning when Moshe was on the mountain. And the people started to bother Aaron and say, Aaron, we need a God. We need a God. Help us. Moshe passed away. He's up in the clouds. He's not coming down. Aaron, of course, was not going to let them make any false gods, but he didn't know what to do. The people were bothering him, and they had even killed someone who stood in their way. So Aaron told them, bring me your gold, your golden jewelry of your wives, and your special rings, your diamond rings. And Aaron figured, that will get them, because they're not going to be able to get their wives to bring it. But the people didn't care. They actually ran and they brought their own gold. And they had the Erev Rav, those Egyptians who came out of Mitzrayim. They took the gold and they threw it in a fire that they made, and they threw all the gold in there, and out came a calf. Through magic, through sorcery, they made a golden calf. And this golden calf came out, and all the people started dancing around and bowing to it. And Aaron said, oh, brother, come back the next morning. Let's wait till tomorrow. We'll build an altar and we'll sacrifice to the golden calf. He was hoping to push the people off until Moshe came back. But the people, they got up early and they offered sacrifices to the golden calf. And Hashem told Moshe, go down from the mountain. Your people have been destructive. They are a stiff-necked, stubborn people, and I will burn my anger on them and destroy them and start a new nation with you. No, Hashem, no, don't do that. Remember your promise to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And Hashem finally agreed to Moshe not to destroy the Jewish people. But now Moshe had to go down the mountain and deal with those troublemakers. And so Moshe came down the mountain, and when he came down, he saw the people with their golden calf, and he took the luchot, and he threw them on the ground. Smash! And he smashed the luchot, and cracking them up, because the Jewish people did not deserve them. Also, to save them, our rabbis tell us, because the 10 Commandments said, do not worship idols, and punishing for worshiping idols would be death. And Moshe did not want them to die, so he threw down the luchot in anger. And then Moshe told Aaron, what have you done to this people? And Aaron told him what the people had forced him. And Moshe got an army of Leviim. He said, whoever is to Hashem, Mila Hashem Milai, whoever is to Hashem, come to me. And an army of the tribe of Levi came to Moshe, the Leviim, and they came together, a whole bunch of Leviim, and they went together with Moshe and they killed 3,000 of the people who worshipped the idol. And then Moshe then took the golden calf, threw it in the fire, he burnt it, and he crushed it into ashes, and he sprinkled it on water, and he took that water and he gave it to those people who were guilty to drink. And when they drank it, they passed away. And Moshe went again up to Har Sinai to beg forgiveness to Hashem. And Hashem said, whoever sinned will be blotted out from my book that you wrote. Go back and lead them. But Hashem said, from now on, whenever the people do an Aveirah, I'm going to punish them for the sin that they did now, the golden calf. I'm not going to punish them now. I'm going to let you lead them. But still, the people got a plague, and many died. Many died. There were three ways that they died. They died either by Moshe's army of Leviim, or by the water, or by a plague which Hashem struck them down. So all of those who were guilty of worshipping the idols passed away. Actually, our rabbis tell us that most Jews were not guilty. It was mainly the Erev Rav, the Egyptians that came out of Egypt with the Jews. They wanted to teach them this idolatrous ways. But the Jews were really good. Hey, Moshe Rabbeinu, what about a silly story to remember this chapter? What kind of silly story can you tell in Parak Lamed Bet? Well, Lamed Bet is MooN, you see. A 3 flipped on its side is an M. The vowels don't count. And a 2 flipped on its side is an N. That's chapter MooN 32. MooN, get it? Moo, like the mooing of the cow. And chapter MooN is for the mooing of the golden calf. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's not a very complicated, silly story. Yes, and also, not to mention, the golden calf was very hypnotic. It had moon eyes. What? Moon eyes? What are you talking about? Yes. And the people looked at the eyes of the golden calf, and it said, ooh, moo, worship me, moo. And the people said, yes, let's bow to it, moo. Okay, that's enough, you silly cow. That's ridiculous. Moon eyes. Parak Lamed Bet is about Moshe going on Har Sinai and the people worshipping the golden calf, and Moshe punishing the sinners and Hashem forgiving them, and promising the plague that happened afterwards. Well, I still think it's about my moon eyes. Thank you for watching.